those who may find this very interesting. So I'm going to give you a random touch on practical approaches. I will give you some practical questions that if you find solutions to them in ArchiCAD 23, it will make life quite easier. For instance, if you are on a floor plan drawing, what is that thing that will ensure that the drawing updates automatically when changes are made in the 3D model? It's actually the beam parametric model life linkage that makes that possible. Okay, and if you also want to be labeling your zones in ArchiCAD, there is an element that you need to use, which is the label or auto text link to zone parameters that makes the annotations of such labeling possible. So if you find this video important to you, go ahead and share it with those who are in your ArchiCAD platform. So these questions are just to help you. It's like a master class to help you easily find the solutions, without start looking around. Okay, now this is another one that will help you. Which command actually helps to align text and dimensions as well as label across the views? You don't need to look further. It's a favorite, especially for text settings. So you go to your favorite settings and enable the one for text. All right. Which command helps align text dimensions and labels across views? Which command helps align text dimensions and labels across views? It is your favorite, which I've mentioned earlier. All right, so look at this one. Which annotation tool type is used to clarify construction notes, often with arrows pointing to elements? It is a label with auto text, potentially containing parameters. Yeah. Now, look at this. To annotate a detail inside a 3D document or worksheet, which two are valid? Is the text, labels, dimension, and applicable dimensions that are applicable in those draftable? So I'm glad you're here and you like what I'm doing here for you. So what is the advantage of using auto text over manual typing for annotations? It's just dynamic. That's the advantage. It's dynamically updates with model changes. So when you change things in your model, the auto text also changes. All right. Which dimension type is used to display building levels or elevations in annotations? It is the level dimension. So for workshop level detailing, where is annotation best placed? Views or layouts? It is in a model view, like the plans and the sections, right? So take note of that. So if I ask you, or if you find a situation where you want to control visibility of different annotations at varying drawing scales, what would you use? You use layers for annotations. Use layers annotation for such visibility. All right. Now, to maintain annotation consistency across views, which tool will assist you? It is the favorite for text label dimensions that will help you do that. All right. In dimension editing, how do you change where the witness line begins? How do you change where the witness line begins? Use modify witness line mode by selecting dimension. That's how you can change it. So if you find yourself using ArchiCAD 23 and you want to know the tool that lets you search or replace annotation text across your project, what would you choose? Actually, you might think that is not in ArchiCAD, but you can actually find and replace text editing tool to do that. Okay, which type of dimension allows wall or slab thickness? It is thickness dimension that allows that. Which function permits free-form lines directly by hand? Freehand curves. If you get into your ArchiCAD, you go to your line, you see different types of lines. You find the spine, you find the arc, you see the polygon. There's also another one that is called freeform. That will enable you draw the line, using your mouse, and you just move it to any direction you want to do it. Okay, so take note that is freeform. All right. There's a tool, or rather an element, that serves as a model reference framework for placing elements on floor plan. And most times when you want to do that, it's actually for you to set your grid tool. Go to your grid tool, set the grids, to know from center to center of each wall. And once you set it, it forms a reference. You can just run your walls on them without needing to offset. Right. That's for drawing that you have already established your grids. All right. So another one is, if you want to put your import an image or another drawing on your plan, how do you get that? There's a way you can. There's a tool under your toolbox, under the one that is called More. You will find Figure tool. That is where you can import a preset image that is already in your system into your ArchiCAD platform. Then you can actually quickly apply associative linear dimensions to selected walls or curtain walls by doing this, by going through this. You go to your documents, you go to your annotation, then automatic dimension. That is when the walls are already selected. So if you have the walls already selected, you can now go to document, go to annotation, then automatic dimensioning. And straight up, you have automatic dimension there. All right, if you find this interesting, go ahead and give it a like and share it with the people you think will find it interesting as well. Great, so I have this few remaining for you. Okay, so there is a part that actually allows you to label multiple selected elements quickly, and that path is for you to go to select those multiple elements, then go to documents, and you go to annotation, then label selected elements. That's it. It will allow you to label multiple elements quickly. Then there is also an annotation type that uses markers to reference viewpoints like section or details, and that is called markers. All right. There is an element on the floor plan that when you see it, it actually does not print but serves as a drafting aid. Take note, you might see it on your model screen, but when you print it, will not come out. Those are the hot spots, those small dots. They are the hot spots. It will not print when you print your work, but it helps in your referencing of different, or in your drafting. That's it. Okay. So now, if you want to draw both exterior and interior wall accurately on your floor plan, there is a tool that you would use, and that tool is actually the wall tool in 3D floor plan. Does that make sense thus far? Does it make sense? If it does, go ahead and share this across board. So I don't expect anybody to say that he's having issues with actually. ArchiCAD is actually very easy to navigate. So I'm going to do another video on this quite later, and that is going to be a bit of the practical steps, but this is a quick one for those who might just come across this and they didn't find that video. So I hope to keep a tap on that. Okay, to annotate items such as stair, risers, or windows, you need to have associated label to do such annotations. Okay, then finally, what is the advantage of using auto text over manual? I mentioned that earlier, right? Okay, let me give you a bonus. So when you want to have a level of detail that is, a workshop level detail, where is annotation best placed? Is it on your views or your layout? The point is that it is actually best in model views, like floor plans and sections. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see if you're missing anything here. Okay, if you have this, I don't think you have any problem. All right, I don't think you will. Okay. For instance, you want to control how witness lines or text boxes appears on your dimensions. Which command? Yeah, good morning. Which command do you use? Assuming you want to control how witness lines or text boxes appear on your dimensions, which command do you use? The command to use is simple. You have to look for where your dimension tool is. You click on dimension, or rather, you click on the dimensions already and adjust witness line settings from the dimensions. That's very straight to the point. And there is a tool also that places standalone text box, with formatting options. And that tool, you just go to your text tool under document. You click on it, and that's it. Yeah, good. All right. Okay. So I would want to say all the best in your ArchiCAD journey. And should you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. Okay, which type of dimension includes wall or slab thickness? I said earlier, it's a thickness dimension. To set office, or rather to set an office wide dimension formatting, which menu part do you use? Just go to your options and go down to your project preferences, then click on dimensions. Don't mix it up, it goes straight to options, project preferences, and dimensions. Options, project preferences to dimensions. That's what will help you set up your office-wide dimensions. That's dimensions that you want everybody in your office to use. That's the part you follow to do that setting. Okay. Now, if you want to access the option for elevation, radial, or angle dimension, you need to go to annotations. Then under annotations, you do dimensioning section of the reference guide. So once you do that, you are good. Ayomide, are you all right? Are you in order? Good to have you here. So great one. So at this point, I want to wish you a very good morning and have a wonderful day. And bye for now.